Stand up on the phone. I'm running out the house. The ghost can have it now.
Yes.
Okay, don't try to forget to cut the grass when I leave.
Look here.
Because I know they usually fall. They just can't stand up because the bristles is uneven.
Right.
You know, even if they were even, there's still a slant in them.
Either that or you got a crooked kitchen floor.
One lady was ready to put a baseball bat and it stood up in her kitchen for about 35, 40 seconds.
And she was so entertained. That was the biggest highlight.
I don't want nothing moving in my house without my hand attached to it.
Right.
Okay, I'm getting out.
I don't want nothing standing up on its own.
True.
Well.
That earth axis can help with that. We'll be all right.
What'd you say? I get an extra 2 minutes. All right.
Okay, we got 1 minute. Stand by.
Look, y'all. Start these watch parties. Come on now. Y'all know how we do it. Share. Please share the live. Start the watch parties. Invite your friends to the watch party when you start it. You know, we have good shows here. Okay, there's a whole lot of folks out here doing their thing, big ups to them, but none of them are the Detroit Red Show. You know, we bring all kind of topics, have a good time. So if this is your first time, welcome. If this is your return viewer, so glad to have you. And look, y'all, my Facebook people, I need y'all to start calling in. I got real call in here. 313. Oh, I ain't said the number. So 313.
686.
Is it 686?
868.
868-0331.
That's it.
Okay? Write it down. Get your pen right quick or pre-type it or write it down. 313-868-0331. That's the call-in number. So y'all feel free to call in and comment on any of these topics. Okay, we need that call in. I need my people to start calling in here. There's no need of having a whole show. I could sit in my green, y'all know, and do this. So come on, y'all, call on in here. Share it live. Start that watch party. We blowing up from the floor up, baby. I got the pushback throw and everything on lock. Let's do this. I got my OG Brown Swayze. Yes, pushback throw. I got my OG here, Brown Swayze. That was his old gangster name. And we'll break that down later on. But we're going to have a good time today. Brown Swayze. I might lay back for a while. Tell me what would I do if I could feel? What's up? It's Hump Day. It's Wednesday. It's 12 o'clock. So you know what that means. Time for another installment of the Detroit Red Show, variety talk show, with your host, comedian Detroit Red, and his hilarious co-host, Keith Ruff. From news to current and social events, we even open the line and give you some time. So with all that being said, let's get this show started. Yeah, baby. It is Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. I'm here. Miss Tanya is here. And we got my hilarious co-host, Mr. Keith Ruff, a.k.a. Brown Swayze.
On 88.1, comedy is rough.
They don't know nothing about this. This is how we do this. Each and every Wednesday, we bring you the Detroit Red Variety Show. I want to thank everybody for being here. It is the month of February, so that does mean it's Black History Month. And like I promised, every show, we will be highlighting 2 figures out of the black community that's contributed in some part or another to being part of Black history, which is also American history.
And let me say, Black history is for everybody.
Yes.
It's a part of everybody.
That's right.
Not just black, white, it's Mexican, it's everybody, man.
That's right. If you are a citizen of this country, this history is your history too, because we played a large part in making this country what it is.
We did.
And that's real.
From beginning to end.
From beginning to end. So we about to highlight our first Black history figure. Doris, I don't forgot this man's last name already. I'm about to kick myself. But we about to highlight him right quick. And then listen to this and we'll be right back.
Right back.
Black History Month
And we're kicking off things by saluting
Doris,
a U.S. military hero who fought with honor for a country that did not always honor him. Dorian Miller, the grandson of slaves, joined the Navy at 19 years old, at a time when blacks couldn't use the weapons on the ships that they were working on. Their service was limited to mess duties. He served on the battleship West Virginia in Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, when Japanese forces attacked. He carried injured soldiers to safety before manning the ship's guns to defend his crew. Afterwards, the media credited him as the unnamed Negro mess man hero, until President Roosevelt stepped in to make Miller the first black man ever to be awarded the Navy Cross. Now, this past Martin Luther King Day, Miller became the first black man to have a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier named after him.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So when you know your history, you understand why people feel the way they feel.
That's
this
right.
man fought for a country that did not allow him to vote, didn't see him as a human being.
So that's Doris Miller, first black man to, I believe, have an aircraft carrier named after him.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man. Flat top, which is what they call aircraft carriers.
Yes.
But isn't it amazing, man, that the black soldiers weren't allowed to use equipment, guns, or whatever? I mean, what the hell is on use? Harsh language to fight them?
Well, he was a cook, so I guess they expected him to throw uncooked potatoes at the enemy.
Right, so he couldn't even use cooking utensils.
Man, look here.
That was crazy,
and this is why I say this is American history, because if it had not been for Doris being on that ship at that time, the casualty rate would have been way more. Dorian, and he was one of the only ones that was in the fleet that was able to fight back, because Pearl Harbor was a surprise attack. Them guys had no idea this was coming. They had infiltrated the defenses, and nobody was prepared for it. A lot of them guys was in bed, off duty, on leave.
Kudos for having a ship named after you, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now the problem is, with these youngsters, they gonna probably think a beer company on it because his last name is Miller.
Right.
So that's why we try to bring some education. Young folks, you get mad at me all you want. Tighten your game up. I won't talk about you no more. All right. But big shouts out to Dorian Miller, one of our Black History figures, for doing his thing. And I'm going to give big shouts out to President Roosevelt, even though he's not here to get it, but for him to step up and make sure that he got the credit that he deserved for being the hero he was in that time.
Some things you can't deny.
So there you go.
Can't deny
Greatness
it,
cannot be denied, and that's just real. Man. So that was our moment in Black History. We got another one for you at the end of the show. This is the Detroit Red Show Variety Talk Show. If you just tuned in, this is your first time. Hey, hope you're catching us on Facebook, YouTube, Roku. Download the app to your phone, WHPR app. And the Detroit Red Show is sponsored by Good Helpers Entertainment and Good Helpers Eating and Cooling. I had to throw that out there. So we're going to get on this, Keith. Friday is Valentine's Day.
Oh, man. That means we got to come out our pockets with money. We got to buy candy, gifts, toys, all that kind of stuff, man.
Now, for all the ladies that's watching and listening to the show and probably looking at the radio or your screen, like, why do we sound so stressed? It's a physical representative for y'all in the studio, our beautiful engineer, Miss Tanya. She's looking at us the same way. So,
fine.
I can't, nice looking young lady. Ain't gonna me too me up in here. But Valentine's Day is stressful for a couple reasons for guys. It ain't just the money. First of all, most men have difficulties buying good gifts for their ladies. If you're not buying diamonds, furs, gold, cars, right, you kind of got to really be on point with what you get.
Well, I will say this, guys. If you want to get out of Valentine's Day, the best thing to do, man, is like have an argument like the Thursday before. break up with them, man.
It's brown sweezy for you. That's not keep
call
running.
like Mondays to take apology and stuff like that. You know, they'll always take us back. Man. They don't care.
Okay,
That's
see,
one way you can get out of it.
Ladies, you can refer your comments to Keith Ruff at IsaidThat.com and he will respond. What we're going to do is we're going to try to help some fellas make it through Valentine's Day without starting an argument. That's what we're going to do today. So this is our segment of the worst Valentine's Day gifts you could possibly buy.
Oh, here we go.
So, fellas, I know you be out there, and, you know, I'm a man. I know how it is, married, whatever, you know. And women don't know what they want to eat, and half the time don't know what they want you to get them. They just want you to know and do it. And sometimes we as men, in our rush and may of not liking to shop, which I know I hate shopping. I don't like shopping for myself. We might go out and get something that we think is a good Valentine's Day gift. But in actuality, it's about to cause a 2-week argument. So I came and found a list of some of the worst Valentine's Day gifts you could buy. First one, cheap flowers. Now, I don't know about you, Keith, but I've bought many a flower.
How do you buy cheap flowers, though? I mean, what's a cheap flower? Flower with missing petals and rosebud? Or
discounted or
weeping,
plastic,
wrinkled already.
You know how you go into CVS and you see the one rose with the bear, which I'm guilty of. I have bought those.
Okay.
And then I guess if you leave a price tag on it, they were saying. So it's a discounted flower, which makes it cheap. But see, I got slick. Was it last year? I didn't buy roses or nothing.
No.
What I bought, and this is a good suggestion, fellas, is an aloe vera plant.
Wow.
It was a little bitty thing, about that big. This thing is huge. It's all day.
That's a good idea because when she cracks you across the head with it, I need some roses. You can heal yourself.
Yes, and all the rest of the year when you're getting stuff thrown at you. So it's always medical. It serves a purpose, and it's different though. Aloe vera plant. Now y'all may be thinking, Red, something is seriously wrong with you, but I was thinking, hey, it's a flower. But it's a flower that'll keep giving.
And it's a healing flower.
Right. A rose, you give it 2 days of water, he's out of here.
It's out.
So
it's the most beautiful flower in the world, but it's got a 24-hour lifespan. That's it.
Yeah. It's
like it for one day.
Yeah. It's like a whole lot of relationships now.
You can always get like plastic roses.
Yeah, those don't fare too well.
Oh, okay.
That's counted as a cheap flower.
That's a cheap flower.
Okay. Number 2. Expired coupons. Now, when I read this, I got to thinking to myself, what guy would first of all give a coupon as a Valentine's Day gift?
An expired one.
An expired one. So would you go get last week's paper and cut out all the coupons? How does that work?
A guy that is expired gives coupons out.
Yeah.
His old lady fired him, and he's coming back with expired coupons.
He wondering why he's sitting at the bar on Valentine's Day by himself. Because you've been expired. You gave out some expired Benihana coupons.
Take them to the expired store.
Right. Your expiration date is here. Number 3, a talking bear. Now, I don't know. We're going to ask our engineer. Because I don't think this was such a bad idea, a talking bear.
It's not a bad idea. To women, bears are cute and cuddly. You know.
Right.
It's when you don't like your woman, you get them a real bear.
Okay. Yeah, fellas, you take any of Keith Ruff advice today, you can guarantee next Valentine's Day, you ain't gonna have to worry about no gifts to buy. Okay. Roses for somebody else, which I didn't understand this one. They put roses for somebody else. First of all,
what does that mean?
Right, if you buying roses for somebody else and not your Valentine, shouldn't you be with the person you bought the roses for?
And how do you do that? Do you take the roses to your Valentine and she goes, "Oh, that's so sweetie," and then you just go, "Oh no, that's for somebody."
Right. Or no, how does this bouquet look? Oh, that's beautiful. Good. And she'll like it.
That's crazy.
Right. So there we go. There's a breakup email.
There it is right there. That's what I said.
See,
I said that 5 minutes ago. That's the best way to save money on Valentine's Day. Break up. Leave them.
Wow.
I'm crawling back Monday. They always take us back.
Yeah, but won't you have to buy a more expensive gift on the crawlback?
Nope. Crawlback is that voids everything out. See, it's against the law to buy them gifts on a crawlback in Michigan.
Again, that's Keith Worth said that at gmail.com. All right, here we go. A flower with borrowed money.
Flower with borrowed money.
So that means you borrowed the money to get her a gift, and then you told her, I borrowed the money to buy these flowers.
Never tell a woman that.
No,
Never tell them, ever. Women like us to work hard to buy their gifts. See, they think we don't care about them if we borrow money to get them a gift. That's fake. Never tell them that.
I'm just looking at some of these, and I think I done blew about
now, what you can tell them
is
you borrowed the gift. You know.
So what do these do? Give it back after Valentine's Day?
Yeah, baby. I gotta give it back Monday. So.
Wow. Again, do not if you listen to Keith Ruff, you might as well just get ready not to have no holidays. Sweetie's Day, Valentine's Day, anything romantic.
It's all that fun. Y'all spend money on y'all women. God made them.
You might be
all kind of money on them. Be nice to them.
Yeah, right.
They were made for us, man. Buy them whatever they want. Candy, gifts, stuffed bears, aloe vera plants.
Here go one for you. A confirmation receipt for a flower delivery with no flowers. So
as a gift?
Right. So what the play is they get somebody who have ordered some flowers. Let me hold that receipt. And then they tell her, you didn't get your flowers? Oh. Here go the receipt. They said they delivered them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is the young generation.
Who thought of this holiday, man? Who thought of these Sweetie's Day, Valentine's Day.
Not Walmart. Hallmark. And what they finding is people is getting around them. So now I think they put this list out.
Okay.
This one I agree with, number 8, a toilet seat. Now I'm gonna tell you what happens. I'm gonna break that down for you. Women always, talk about you don't let the toilet seat down.
Right.
In a man's head, that translates to we need a new toilet seat, or you would like a new toilet seat that lets itself down or something.
But I must admit, I never bought a toilet seat as a gift.
Me either.
Anybody.
Me either. Matter of fact, it take me so long to buy a new toilet seat. The toilet seat is asking to be replaced.
I give toilet seats gifts
every day. Drop the kids off at the pool. All right, here. We're going to read 2 more because they had a list of 31. We ain't doing all 31 of these. Okay. Jumper cables. Now, I'm going to have to say this. Now, some of my fans might get mad, but this really sounds like some European type stuff.
Cables as a gift,
right? Because most cars in the hood ain't got jumper cables, so that we ain't thinking about jumper cables even when we need.
No, that would throw me for a loss rate.
Yeah, jumper cable. This is some. I'm gonna say
to a race car driver.
Some white boy who really lives off in the sticks of Kentucky somewhere in a trailer.
Babe, I bought you some jumper cables at 12 days. I love you.
You can use these in the wintertime. All right, number 10. An oversized tank top.
An oversized tank top.
Reason for that. You don't want to buy any gifts that associate with weight.
Yeah, right.
So you get an oversized tank top, fellas.
Women have issues with that.
She wanted to know what you're trying to say. What would you giving me this oversized tank top? They're not gonna take it as maybe, hey, I want you to be looking kind of sexy around here, it's hanging off. And no, they're gonna look at it as what you trying to say.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably the best out of all of them.
Yeah, that's the best.
Anything oversized for me.
No, I don't even mess with clothes. A house. I got a rule. I do not buy women clothes
or shoes.
Now I give her the money to go buy her something. But I myself will not try or attempt to buy physically unless it's maybe a jacket.
Because they have issues with the word B-I-G.
Look here, I'm not even going there again. Keith Ruff said it.
I didn't say the word, though. I just spelled it out.
Okay. Yeah, like we got 3-year-olds watching. Yeah, like they didn't know what you just said.
Mama, he just called you big.
Now, it was one on here it's one that I found that's not on the list. Okay? Fellas, I don't know if y'all have heard this, but Erykah Badu has come out with a new fragrance called Badu. I can't even spell the word, but just know it begins with a P, and you figure out the rest from there.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Really? Are you serious, man?
No, this is real talk.
Are you serious?
Look, before I decided to bring this, I researched it to make sure this just wasn't one of those things you hear. It is online. It is available right now, and this fragrance is supposed to smell like Erykah Badu when she spray it on. Now, fellas, you may be sitting back thinking, this is the new hottest flavor. A girl might like it. I don't think so.
Imagine sitting in a bar next to a woman with this on.
Look here, I don't even know what it smells like, and quite frankly, I don't want to. But fellas, if you think you're being slick and you about to buy your woman the new hottest item on the block, this ain't it.
How do you advertise something like that?
Online, definitely, it's online. Strange. So, if you thinking that getting Erykah Badu's new flavor or scent is going to make you get over big for Valentine's Day, I don't care if the bottle costs $300 for the little bitty bottle. I don't care how top of the shelf it is. I don't think I know one woman on this planet that wants to wear the scent of another woman on her. And if she do, you might want to just drop the whole thing and run the other way.
Speaking of the bottle, does it come in a bottle look like a...
No, it was a square bottle. Okay. Clear, look like it's a light.
See, you gotta, and we advertise, I'm surprised they didn't make the bottle to look like what it is.
Well, this is Erykah Badu, so ain't no telling what's going to happen over the course of time. I just,
And is it a squirt bottle or...
I'm not doing this with you. Look here, y'all. Wow. Not doing this with you. This is the Detroit Red Show.
Thank you very much.
That was our top 10 list of the worst Valentine's Day gifts. Valentine's Day is Friday.
So bad.
Look here, I'm going to say this before we go to our sponsor commercial right quick. Valentine's Day is a cool day to appreciate your romantic partner or whatnot. But in my opinion, Valentine's Day is just another day. You should be really showing your mate love on a regular basis. So it's okay to do some cards, some candy if y'all want to go out, movie, whatever. But it should never become such a thing that it causes a rift in what y'all doing. We got more important holidays.
Can I say this right quick?
Yes.
Best Valentine's Day of all, fellas. If you don't have nothing to give her, cook dinner, rub her feet when she get home off of work, do her hair, watch a movie.
And for you young folks, dinner don't include ramen noodles.
No.
Okay? It don't include nothing to go in the microwave. And it don't include breakfast, because everybody can cook eggs and bacon. Okay? So don't buy them gifts, the bad gifts. Y'all enjoy your Valentine's Day, most definitely. We about to take a quick sponsor break. My girl, Auntie Boo. And then we'll be right back. We're going to talk about the Teflon Don, a.k.a. the Great Cheeto.
The prayers. Squirt bottle, I gotta use.
Hey, what up, though, y'all? It's your boy, comedian Detroit Red, and I ain't got a lot of time, but I had to stop by and tell you about my own girl, Auntie Boo, Catering and Delivery, 8935 East Jefferson Avenue, open 7 days a week. Look here, when
would you wear that cologne?
Cook with love. You don't feel like getting in the kitchen. Well, you got a bunch. She said, I gotta smell it first. Let me see what it smells like. I don't know. Real chicken or fish.
I mean, just the name of it being somebody else's, like you said. I think it would probably be, she should have been the
green beans, collard greens. Oh, and don't let me forget to mention, the back is cracked for real. Auntie Boo's Catering and Delivery, 313. This Cam likely is really trying to roll. 092. Plain old good eating. All right, we back. Plain old good eating. That's my girl, Auntie Boo's Catering and Delivery, right down there on East Jefferson. She got that good food. So y'all make sure y'all check her out.
With a name like Boo, you just gotta open up a restaurant.
Yeah.
Auntie Boo.
Yeah.
It's one of the names that you sound like you're cooking all your life.
Yes. Yeah, it sounds like you know how to cook, because everybody that cooking don't know how to cook.
Right.
But we ain't gonna go into that. Okay. This segment here coming up, as like we said last week, I told y'all right here on the show, this man was gonna be acquitted. Sure enough, got off later on. By 5 o'clock, he was acquitted. I said it 2 years ago. I said it 4 years ago when he started with the Russia mess. Money don't get rid of money. So now he's become the Teflon Don, a.k.a. the Great Cheeto. He responded to beating this acquittal. And so we're going to check out his response, and then we're going to kick it a little bit about what does this really mean for the remaining term and possibly the next 4 years if he get reelected.
This is really not a news conference. It's not a speech. It's not anything. It's just we're sort of, it's a celebration because we have something that just worked out. I mean, it worked out. We went through hell unfairly, did nothing wrong. I've done things wrong in my life. Not purposely, but I've done things wrong. But this is what the end result is. It was evil, it was corrupt, it was dirty cops, it was leakers and liars, and this should never ever happen to another president, ever. We were treated unbelievably unfairly, and you have to understand, we first went through Russia. It was all bullshit. So we had a campaign, little did we know we were running against some very, very bad and evil people with fake dossiers, with all of these horrible, dirty cops that took these dossiers and did bad things. They knew all about it. The FISA courts should be ashamed of themselves. It's a very tough thing. And then we ended up winning on Russia. Should have taken the one day, as I said, and it took years. Then Bob Mueller testified. It didn't work out so well for the other side. And right at the beginning, he knew we were right, Mike. And I appreciate it very much. He's just fantastic. And say hello to the people of Utah. And tell them, I'm sorry about Mitt Romney. I'm sorry. Okay? They're vicious and mean. Vicious. These people are vicious. Adam Schiff is a vicious, horrible person. Nancy Pelosi is a horrible person. And she wanted to impeach a long time ago. And she said, I pray for the president. I pray for the president. She may pray, but she prays for the opposite. Well, probably have to do it again because these people have gone stone cold crazy. But I've beaten them all my life. And I'll beat them again if I have to. But what they're doing is very unfair.
So, I couldn't think of nothing else to call him but the Teflon Don after hearing this response to an acquittal. No humility. No, it's just like amazing to me, this bubble that he walks around in.
Well, Rich, you said earlier, money don't get rid of money.
It don't.
And that's what it boiled down to.
It really did.
He's their base.
Yeah.
Okay, and he had the right backing in the right place. It's
like having a stacked deck of cards.
And he is the new Teflon Don. Whether you like him or not.
Yes. And I don't think there's nothing we can get him on. Nothing they can get him on or he can do wrong now. Russia was never really settled. And for those that ain't kept up with it, first of all, let me say this. We can tell he's a fan of the Brady Bunch. Russia. Marsha. So we can about tell what kind of comedies he liked. But Russia was never really resolved. Mueller left it in the air. If people kept up with that, Mueller said, look, I cannot definitively say he did or didn't.
And the Democrats wasted their time with that. Man, they didn't really think they was going to get him.
Yeah.
They just wasted 6 months, man. Really.
It's like going for the big drug dealer. You can't catch him selling the drugs, so you try to get him on tax evasion.
On something else, right.
And this did not work. Look, anytime they telling you that, look, we're not going to even give you a real trial. Where was this a trial? This wasn't a trial. No witnesses was able to be presented. No evidence.
Right.
Key information was left and kept out of privy for the people that's supposed to be judging it. On top of the fact that the people that's judging it already told you before it got there, they was not going to find this. They was going to quit it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's gotten this, I hate to say it, I see the Teflon Don, a.k.a. the Great Cheeto, getting 4 more years.
Oh, no doubt he's going to be reelected. For number one, the Democratic runner-ups are, I'm not going to say they're weak, but they're not, well, Biden is old. Not to say old men can't make it. We've had old presidents before, but he's been there, did that for 8 years with Obama. I don't know if the country is ready for a female president. I don't mind personally.
Right, me either.
But that's a good old boy network.
Right.
You know, so he doesn't have Trump doesn't have a great defense in front of him. He has a better offense right now, football term. So it's likely that he'll get another 4 years.
Well,
but the nice thing about it is that's all he gets. It's just a total of 8 years.
Do we know that for sure?
You can only run 8 years.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. He's already said, we already know he has a fascination with dictators. Kim Jong, Putin. He loves the fact that they get to sit in office until they get tired of sitting in office.
Well, he would have to change the laws, and that's not going to happen right now. That wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair to the people.
He got the deck. He got the deck stacked already.
Yeah, but in order to change that law, what you're saying is he would have to. He wants to be dictator for life. He would have to go through a lot of channels. They have to rewrite the books, and that's not going to happen right now because there's too many other important people coming up in the U.S. that we want to see president.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope not, because I can't take a dictatorship with Donald Trump, because I refuse to put on orange body spray. When I go bald, I'm just going to go bald, no bad toupee. You see the latest picture? They don't even spray him evenly no more. He looked like he was an orange mime the other day. They don't spray him evenly no more. I mean, he's not even giving a cat like
that's too funny.
He just threw on the face.
That was a botched job.
Very botched.
That was crazy, man.
Man, you the president of the United States. What kind of makeup artist is you hiring?
Right.
They got you running around here looking like an undone Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, that was a bad botched job.
Man. But I'm gonna tell you, I do think that they have sent a message. We will not. I hate to say this. What Donald Trump has done is really changed the look of the presidency, and he's changed the tempo of which we will now what we expect from a president.
He curses.
Yes.
He points fingers. He makes fun of men, women, and children.
He had her to call them vicious for prosecuting. Did you hear that?
Yeah. So Obama would never talk like that. Bush never talked like that. Reagan never talked like that.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Even Nixon never talked like that. And we know what Nixon did. So I call him the Teflon Don. He has proven. He said it. He said it. He said it when he was running for the office. I could stand in the middle of Main Street, shoot somebody, and they would still vote for me.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe it, I posted a video on my Comedian Detroit Red page on Facebook that showed they did an interview with some of his supporters, and they asked him, hey, if he smoked crack, would you still vote for him? Yes. If he shot somebody, would you vote for him? Yes. He asked one woman a question. I forget what it was. The woman, it was something that any common sense person would say no. She had to think on it.
So these were Republicans, no doubt.
Yes.
What they're doing, they're asking them the wrong questions. If they ask questions like, if he discontinued Social Security, would you vote for him? Oh, hell no. You know, you got to ask the right question.
Well, no, see, this is how a Trump supporter responds to that. They'll never say no. What they'll say is he'll never do that.
You're right.
He'll never do that. All right. I just wanted to, touch on that because, folks have been talking about it. And Quite frankly, Donald Trump, you hate him, like him, love him, respect him, don't respect him. He is the Teflon Don. He is the biggest gangster of this country. He will go down in the books as the Teflon Don. He is beaten and impeached. Even though impeachment, they keep saying impeachment gonna be by your name. He don't care.
That don't mean nothing.
It means nothing.
If he ain't convicted and doing prison time, that means nothing.
Not a thing. So get ready. I think we're gonna strap in for more years. He is now proven he is the Teflon Don. He can do about what he want, and he got the backup to do it. And I brought that to this today to say this. If you don't get your behind out and vote, don't be mad at what come in the next 4 years, because there's going to be a wave of vengeance. He started out immediately firing 2 guys. Well, not firing. One he is in the service. He sent him back to a base, Colonel, and then his twin brother worked in the White House. He's out of there. So that's just a taste of what's coming. So if you don't get out there and vote, don't be mad at what's coming. It's the 12:30 mark, a little bit past, but we about to go ahead and play our lunchtime song. But first, as always, you know, the lunchtime song is brought to you by Good Helpers Heating and Cooling, making good help easy to find. So we're going to play that, then we're going to play our lunchtime song, and we'll be back. And in the second half of the show, we're going to talk about the school district in Saline and the racist things that's been going on out there, and a new lawsuit that has been filed. This is the Detroit Red Show. We'll be right back. Cold nights because the furnace on the fridge. Can't beat the heat because the central air is out of whack. Good help.
When do you want Butters to come on? After the video?
After the song. So you're going to switch over here for the song, right? Yes. Okay, I got it queued.
You got 22 seconds.
Good Helpers Heating and Cooling is fast, affordable, professional, and most important. Hey, this is the Detroit Red Show, y'all. Share, tune in. I'm glad. Thank everybody that's in here enjoying. Make sure you follow the page. Make sure you follow the YouTube. 3600. Yeah, it should be fine.
Can you turn it up on your phone? On your computer. There you go.
Facebook don't be playing no games. FCC license 88.1 FM WHPR Highland Park in Detroit, Michigan, all day long. Hey, if you ain't got to go, make sure you download the app. WHPR, Apple, Android. If you got Roku TV, you can actually tune in to the WHPR and catch us on there.
George Clinton, king of funk.
I was gonna play Chocolate City, but I forget too much. Yeah, but it's too much cursing in there.
You got the long version of this?
Yeah, but I'm gonna cut it. It's a 4-minute. This is a 4-minute version, but I'll probably cut it at 3.
But a lot of people don't know about that song. The lyrics is, they'll never be an album like ours. Flashlight. That's what he's saying.
Do you know, they say he wrote so much music, but because he was so out of it on the drugs and the partying that there's no real way to...
Listen. I just want you to hear this little part that everybody misses. Never be another album like ours. There'll never be another album like ours. That's what he's saying.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking up to the aficionado. Come up on some George.
Well, everybody from that did. They was the good stuff was rolling around.
Chocolate City would have been appropriate. It's not a lot of custody. There's no custody on Chocolate City.
In the beginning it is, on the beginning part of the thing.
Yeah, but you know, the engineers around that off.
It's true. I might play that next week.
What's happening to CC?
Right. But yeah, they can't track none of the royalties down. The money is so messed up. People say they was on this song, on that. So so many musicians would be in the studio. Yeah, and they couldn't. I knew Deborah Wright, one of the Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, sadly she was on that stuff. Her son got killed while she was on the road touring, and she couldn't handle it. Yeah, I met her some years ago.
You know, George Clinton's in the Guinness Book of World Records for creating a language.
Yeah, cause that show what his music is a whole nother.
The words of these times.
If y'all looking here on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, this is the lunchtime song. We like to get your blood going. If you're on the East Coast, it's lunchtime. If you're on the West Coast, you getting to work or you just drop somebody off at work. Get up, get your day going. It's hump day, baby. This is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? George Clinton was a genius, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, he didn't get his full credit at all.
That guy is a damn genius. Think of those words and lyrics, you know, and a tour like that, land in a mothership. And all the characters, you know, Star Child, you know.
Tired of looking for something to keep your skin moisturized and smelling good and not filled with a bunch of chemicals and byproducts? Look no further. Styles House of Chic, 100% organic and natural, using only 9 ingredients, all organic and natural, plus 1, love. Treat your body to one of their great body butters, like Cocoa Jasmine or Cocoa Tahiti Flower. Treat your lips to one of their great lip scrubs, flavored coconut or chocolate. Again, Styles House of Chic. Instagram at SHOC Organic Body Butter. Again, SHOCORGANIC BODYBUTTER. Treat your body like yours.
That's right. Check out my girl Styles House of Chic. She got the natural organic body balms and lip scrubs and all of that. Look here, chemicals is the #1 lead to you not getting what you need. You get what I'm saying? And when they got all that stuff in it, you ain't really getting what you want or you need, which is natural for your skin and it's more healthier. So make sure y'all check out Styles House of Chic and get that natural butter and lip balm.
Because if you have ashy skin, you're not going to have any friends.
OG Brown swag right here, boy. I told you, we ain't playing. This is the Detroit Red Show. If you just tuned back in, I'm glad you got a quick overview of the first segment of the show. We talked about the worst Valentine's Day to give. Gifts to give. We gave the top 10, but I added one with Erykah Badu's new perfume. Badu, I'll let you look up the rest. And then we also talked about the Teflon Don, a.k.a. the Great Cheeto, has proven that he does have on that Teflon vest. They cannot touch him. He's been acquitted. And quite frankly, sad to say, look like he gonna get another 4 years.
Yep.
Lunchtime song there, in case you didn't know, because some of these young folks don't know. That was One Nation, George Clinton in Parliament.
Old school.
No, old school. You know, I like my old school.
My teenage years music.
Oh, I probably was being made at that point. They was doing something they wasn't supposed to, and boop, here I am. Second half of the show is a little bit more serious, and it's a little closer to home. In Saline, Michigan, we've had an incident reported in the last month or so where some students, 4 students, on the athletic team out there was sending out Snapchats, racial Snapchats and messages to some of the black team members. The school responded by putting 2 out, suspending 2. They're in the process of trying to expel the other 2 now. And there's an ironic twist to all of this. Well, it's a little bit more. So they had a meeting, a diversity sensitivity town hall with the parents of the school and the people from the school board. And one of the parents made a racial remark, slur pretty much, not slur but remark, during the process of one of the other parents speaking who's not from here. I believe they're from Mexico.
Yeah, they're from Mexico. Why did you leave Mexico? That was his comment.
So now there's been another twist and update to the case.
Okay.
The 4 students are suing the school district for them being suspended over this entire incident. So we're going to let y'all check the story out, and then we're going to come back and we're going to kick it on this.
Argument that has been brought up in several cases. The argument essentially is that what happened, while probably wasn't smart, did not happen on school property or with school equipment or traveling to a school event. So the lawsuit is saying that it wasn't a good thing to do, but the school has no authority over the kids because of it. The lawsuit is 25 pages long and was filed in federal court yesterday. The lawyer for 4 students who are remaining anonymous is arguing the school district has no authority to suspend or expel the students, writing, the Snapchat did not occur on school grounds or campus with school property, at a school-sponsored event or field trip, nor was it connected to any functions of the school in any way. That Snapchat is this one, which started this uproar in the beginning. A group of students using racial slurs and phrases. The student's lawyer acknowledges the message in the Snapchat were inappropriate and immature. It was the parents, however, who had the right to discipline their children, not the government's authorities employed by the school. This Snapchat is the catalyst for anti-racism marches and meetings in the city of Saline, one that garnered national attention after one man said this to a father discussing his son being targeted.
And why did you stay in Mexico?
The lawsuit is against the school district and various leaders of that district and the high school, and asks for complete expungement of this, policy changes, attorney fees covered, and a declaration that the school's acts were unconstitutional. Now, of the 4 students involved in this lawsuit, 2 of them were suspended but were allowed to go back to school. The other 2, it looks like the school is trying to expel them. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
Okay, I'm going to dive right into this because I'm pissed with the whole story in general. But now I'm beyond pissed. I'm just flat out appalled that these 4 parents would, 1, waste government resources and time to defend them kids getting some type of discipline for, 1, violating someone's civil rights, because no one has to be harassed. That's a violation of civil rights. For 2, making sure that they setting a tone inside the school that they will not tolerate these actions in or out of the school from any of their students.
And you know, Red, I've been to Saline several times. I performed there. You should be able to live where you want in America. If you work here, if you were born here, if you pay taxes here, you should be able to live where you want. Unfortunately, man, certain areas you move into, you got to suffer the consequences. And this story is about racism. I follow that on the news. It's something that's never, ever going to go away.
No.
As long as you got black, white, as long as you got Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, tall, short, you can throw a frog in the cage with a bunch of crickets.
And it's going to be some racism.
But out of there.
Right.
Okay? It's just so obvious. It's never going to go away. And every time it pops up, you know, we just talk about it. But it's never going away.
And you're right on that, Keith. I agree on that point. But what I don't agree on is the parents. And we clearly see where it comes from.
Oh, no doubt.
For the parents to even have the audacity to go back and try to sue this school because they sit their child into the world with these type of morals and values. How are you going to go get retribution of wrongdoing when you taught this person to do the wrongdoing?
And the gentleman that made that comment about why did you leave Mexico, he made that comment out of arrogance. He said that about that gentleman because he lives in a country that's controlled by a white government, white banking system, military, laws. So he felt comfortable saying that because he knows there's going to be no repercussion behind it.
Right.
You know, and that's why he said that. And it's just wrong to say that and think that way about people. You know, again, you should be able to live wherever you want in this country, as long as you're productive.
I'm gonna say, you know, and I'm not. Listen here, everybody know me. Know I'm biracial. I'm mixed, white and black. Everybody also knows that I'm the first one to defend your right of freedom of speech. But I'm also the first one to say, y'all need to take this entitled attitude and be done with it. Your generation is dying out. Don't you see what's going on around you? These 4 boys, I refuse to let represent an entire new culture because I'm seeing on a regular basis in some of the most undiverse neighborhoods back in the day, Keith, me and you could never go in without an issue, becoming multicultural, biracial. So the young generation is ready to move past and fix it, but we got old fools like this parent who's constantly poking the bear.
And you know, you use the word entitlement. Again, everybody's entitled. If you live here, you work here, you pay your taxes here, you go to the ball game here. Everybody's entitled. This is everybody's country. Everybody worked their ass off to build this nation. Mexicans, blacks, whites, you know, Italians, you know, everybody worked in this nation.
Asians. Chinese helped build the railroad. Mexicans helped provide labor. Matter of fact, Florida was a part of Mexico before the whole deal went down.
Blacks built the White House.
Thank you. Like what George couldn't say, paint the White House black. Wait, we built it. So the fact that this parent and these other parents got together, had this conversation, and actually came back with, we're going to sue the school for disciplining our children about doing something that, one, is socially unacceptable. 2, they never should have been in the frame of mind to do, which shows me what goes on and what the conversations is in y'all homes on a daily basis for them to even feel the right or not. It's not wrong to do that. I don't care if they was outside of school. I totally back the school's decision to expel and the 2 they let come back. I think they should put them up out of there. See, that's what I think should happen. I think that nowadays, like you say, we talk about it. Now it's time for real action. And the real action is when you allow your kids to go out and do something like that, guess what? We're going to ship them to another school district because we don't want that represented here.
And for those who don't know, Saline is in the Ann Arbor area.
Yes.
You know,
multicultural racial area.
Beautiful area, you know. I just hate it, man. Where do people get off telling other people where they can and cannot live? What they can and cannot eat or go or, you know?
Again, entitlement. That word entitlement is a dangerous word. Entitlement, it puts people in this frame of mind that they are actually allowed to do more than they are. And I say it all the time. Your rights end where my rights begin, which means you have no right or reason to step over the line of my rights at the end of your rights. You don't get extra rights. You don't get more rights than me. You don't get to do something that I don't get to do because we all American citizens. I don't care what happens in this country. Skin tone means nothing if you were born here and you're a citizen. Because when they decide to do something with America, any other foreign power or country come against America, and I think we've had a situation like that called 9/11. Them people didn't say we only gonna hit the buildings with European Americans. They didn't say we only gonna hit the building with Christians. They said we hitting the building with Americans in it.
And you know, we all deserve this, just human rights. I don't care what you are. The rights that we deserve is just human rights.
Yes.
Regardless of your race, creed, or color, we all deserve the same rights in this country.
Yes. We've all worked for that end and purpose in one degree or another. So I'm hoping that somewhere in my small reach of this universe, that this show can reach the ear of just one of those sets of parents. Because I got something for you. I got a message for you. I really wish you would take your ignorance, move up north to one of them summer cabins y'all call your vacation home, and stay out there in the woods with this mess. Mm-hmm. We are tired. Folks is not going to continue to take you feeling your entitlement, going to allow you and your kids to do whatever you want. It's not the same day and age.
Right.
And for you to even abuse my justice system with this mess infuriates me, because you wasting time with people that could be doing something else to fight an old, decayed ideal of living. It's not like that. They interviewed a couple of them boys. The one boy said he was emotionally scarred. He had never been through it. I can feel that. First time you experience some racism, it's devastating. That messes you up mentally. Yes.
I don't care who it could be black or white racism.
Yes.
It could be, and everybody, what's funny is, Red, everybody on this planet have a habit of not getting along. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans.
Yes, human nature.
It's human nature. The Chinese didn't like the Philippines, black, white. It's just crazy, man.
One of the two easiest things to pick to fight with somebody over is either where you come from or what you look like.
Exactly.
And that's what it's been the whole time. So I'm talking to the parents out there in Saline, Michigan. You need to take y'all behind somewhere and sit the hell down. I hope the judge got enough common sense to take y'all case and throw it right out of court and make you pay every bit of time was wasted for them to even hear this frivolous lawsuit. Your kids violated other kids' civil right to be able to pursue an education in a stress-free, non-racial environment. I don't care if it happened on Snapchat from their bedroom in your house. If it was directed at their classmate, that ties the school into the racial behavior. And I applaud and back up the school system of Saline for acting quickly, swiftly, and distributing discipline instead of waiting on your racist behind to tell them they ain't really did nothing wrong. They still coming to school with their iPhones and everything else, harassing other kids. And then if these kids that's being harassed decide to get angry and go against the training that I know their parents is giving them, because I gave it to my son. Hey, you don't pick no fight. You don't get physical. You try to handle it every other way. Physicality is your last resort.
Y'all just piss Red off.
Yes, because I'm sick of this mess. This just makes no sense in this climate that we just will not let this go. We keep pumping it into these kids. And this is the proof in the pudding. These kids would not be racist if we, the adults, didn't give it to them. Okay. These adults not only giving it to them, then gave it to them, they actually want to show them a way to defend and justify that garbage.
3 minutes.
Stop.
Yeah.
White, black, purple, green, brown, orange, it don't matter.
It's a learned. Racism is learned.
Learned. Nobody's born racist.
Yeah.
So, quit wasting our time. Quit messing with my justice system that could be prosecuting real crimes. Teach your kids to respect other people. You ain't got to like them, but learn respect. What you do in your home, your business. But when it comes out and leaches into the world, we don't want that venom out here. And I applaud all the citizens of Saline that's standing up alongside them brothers and sisters out there and also saying they don't want that mess. Because this needs to quit.
Right.
Real talk. And the court system need to learn when they need to say, hey, We're not about to hear this. This is no. We're
And
not
it's gonna
about
quit.
to.
Once it makes the news like that, changes will happen.
Oh yeah, because the judge ain't about to be the one sitting up there prosecuting a school over this mess, ruining his reputation.
Right.
He's not gonna do it, and I'm glad for it. I hope they get laughed in their face to right out the courthouse. All right.
You feel better?
Yeah, I did. I've been holding that for
Sometimes you gotta
a week and a half. I really do. Man, sometimes I do.
Radio stations will make you vent.
Yes, any microphone will make you vent.
Right.
But hey, we hope they get that in order, and I hope we all just eventually wake up and learn, love each other, respect each other. World fixes itself.
Right.
So on that note, we gonna leave y'all. This has been the Detroit Red Show. We got one more figure of history. I forgot that person. I am not on my. Who? Ruth Carter. Yeah, you don't speak up over there. She be trying to be so quiet. But Ruth Carter, yes. We're going to play that for you, and then we're going to slide out of here again. Like I said, respect each other, love each other. The world can fix itself. We got too much other mess going on. You know what I'm saying? This is the Detroit Red Show with my funny, hilarious co-host,
Keith Ruff, because comedy is rough on 88.1.
Hey, I'm Detroit Red. Y'all know how I do it. Check this moment in Black History out, and we will see y'all next Wednesday. Same station, same time. Deuces!
Black History Month FYI honors the first black costume designer to win an Oscar, Ruth E. Carter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figure I'd mix it up a little bit, because we always hear about our, pretty much legendary, historical. But there's other firsts that we made, so.
Yeah, we used to hear the Rosa Parks, Martin Luther Kings, and it's not fair to the hundreds of other trailblazers.
Right, in different industries, and different, yeah.
Go on to collaborate on more than 10 films, including Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X, where Carter made history as the first black person nominated for a costume design Oscar. Carter has been credited with over 40 films, including hits like Selma, and last year's Dolomite Is My Name.
What's the time?
If you guys haven't seen Dolomite, I will love this movie. It's on Netflix. It's with Eddie Murphy. It's his comeback, and the costumes are lit. I've met her several times, and she is fantastic.
All right, y'all. That was Miss Carter. Before we leave right quick, I wanted to give a Streamers World suggestion, and they reminded me of it. If you have not checked it out on Netflix, very powerful, very informative. Who Killed Malcolm X? That is the streamer suggestion of the week. It's about 6 episodes long, a documentary. Very good. I don't care what your thoughts at the end of it is. You will definitely gain a lot of information and knowledge that you may not have known before. Very compelling, very powerful. Hey, we out of here. That's the Detroit Red Show. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah, I forgot. I definitely want to do that. It's very good. Facebook, thank y'all for tuning in. YouTube, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next week. Deuces.